Hello everyone, welcome to Cut and Sew Like a Pro. My name is Susan Fawemi, the CEO and Creative Director of Wow Couture and the head coach at Wow Fashion School. Today we'll be drafting freehand and pattern method of illusion, that's bustier illusion. So let's get right into it. So the first thing, I'm doing my pattern first. So the first thing I'll do is to trace out my block. Put my block. Take it out, introduce my dots. So the next thing I'll do, I'll measure my blouse length. So my blouse length is 25, so I mark. Just follow a line. And I'll get my shoulder to under bust. For this one it's 15 and a half. So I'll mark that point. Then I'll get my illusion part out. So I'll use 8. So I'll roll this way. Then I'll decide if it's sweetheart I want to do. So here you can determine any level you want. I can take this all the way down. I can take it this way, I can make it shorter. So just decide on what you want to do. So the next thing I'll do, I'll take ½ inch on either side. This way. So this is contouring, bust tightening. Then I'll do the same thing up here. I'll take ½ inch here, and now I'll do 1 inch on this side because of how deep the neck is. So I did ½ inch here, I did 1 inch here. Now note that there's already some dots here already. So this is additional tightening of the up. So what I'll do, I'll connect. Normally here is ½ inch, but because I deepened my neck, that's why I took 1 here so that it will tighten it back. So you draw a curved line. Now I can also use my armor curve and connect. I'm going to connect with this. So connect this and connect. When you are using your ruler, make sure that you are using up areas outside your dart leg. Right, to help it cut. Don't go inside the dart leg, come outside the dart leg into it. So I'll connect back to my dart leg. So at this point, I'll either go straight, or if I want my line to be in front, I'll go this way. But I want to just go straight. Just follow. Make it that. Then I'll get my hip measurement. My hip measurement is for this hip measurement 44. 44, that's 11 plus 2. That's 13. So I'll mark. Then I'll contour. Contour 1 inch. Now contour is the technique that is used to remove excesses from areas. So then when I cut, I'll close this gap for my illusion. Then this is going up. So this is a simple illusion top or 1 step. So the next thing I'll do, okay, I'll measure 1 inch from here up. Now this is to tighten the net. Because if you don't do this, when you finish sewing, you find that you have gaping effect here. So in order to tighten it, remove 1 inch and connect back to the neckline. So the next thing you do is to measure what is here. So make a point. I have 4.5, and I'm measuring here. So I'm missing like ½ inch. So what I will do, instead of coming up here, I will add it after I finish cutting. So let me cut. So I'll be folding this. So whatever is here now, I'll blend it. So let me blend it. So I'll just blend it and bump it. So go ahead and cut it. Now notice what I measured here was longer than here, so I'll just add a bit of paper underneath. Now the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I don't want to lose part of my cup. So this method just makes it fuller and it covers more. So I'll just raise it by inches. But if I have more than half inch, I can cut here and open. So that's like a slash and press method. I'll just press method. I'll just bring it back. So we have this set now with correspondence. Now, when you measure, so don't make mistake when you're sewing. This will have to cut one to the combination. Okay, I'm still missing some. So what I'll do, let me do the other method. So what I'll do is to, on the middle point, just rule a line. Cut through that line. And spread it the same volume of what is missing here. So I'll just place it on another paper. Okay. And measure to have my now this method, what it does is that it helps remove every excess in the middle that can collapse the front. Okay. So after doing this, bring your ruler and withdraw the new line. So let me trace out the back. So throw my dart out. Now this shoulder dart, if you don't want to use it, it's not part of your design, probably you're drawing it together and separating. You can either draw and transfer it here and let it blend with the armhole, or you just take out a half inch which represents the dart and withdraw your armhole. So the next thing I'll do is to measure my illusion. So I can take 8 here, if I don't want it too down, then come here and do 5 from the shoulder tip and blend. Or I can still come down if I wish to. So I'll connect this dart into the neckline now. Then I'll get my blouse length. So what I'll do, you don't just come here and measure your 25 because the back will now be longer. So what you need to do is to measure what was added that completed the length here. So we have 6.25. So I'll come here now and just add 6.25. So this is it. Then I'll get my hip measurement is 11 plus 1. Then connect. Now since this level that I brought in was already contoured, I'll just add 1 inch here and connect. So I'll have a contoured back also. Then get my that to that, then connect. Note that for the back that they must kiss here, for the front you go all the way straight. Then I'll add my zip allowance. So if I'm doing a keyhole neckline, I just go this way. So I can go like this, or I go, since I'm putting zip, so it depends on the choice. Then I'll add my zip allowance here, 1 inch. I come to the waistline, I add ½ inch. I come to the down, I add 2 inches. Now what this will do for you is to give you a flat, as in smooth back without any gaping whatsoever. So connect. So this is my back. So if I'm using this, I can come here and remove ½ inch and blend back into the neck. So here we go off. What this will help you do is to relax your this keyhole neckline. So this is going off, or I come here and draw a line and slash and close, but this is easier, less time consuming. So this is for my back. And note, I can go all the way if you wanted to. So if I'm going down this way, I will take my, it will now be like this. So this is where we go. So you have more net up. So this is for the back. So let me correspond back and your front and correspond. This is it. So this is my point. So this is for my front. Okay. This is for my front, and this is the illusion for my neck. So let me pin it where you see. So this is the front. Now we're supposed to take out ½ inch on this side. Either you do it inside or you do it outside. So you see. So just measure and make sure you have so what I'll do is place it on top with the excess. I'll turn it up and blend back to the, so have our illusion. So either you're doing it here or you're doing it in here. So if we're doing it in here, you take out ½ inch here and overlap that way. So see how cupped what there is. Now when you draft and you check it and it is not cupped, there's another technique we do. What you will do then is that you add ½ inch on this both side, just to, but for what I drew here, it's okay. So I'll just leave it that way. So this is our illusion bustier.